Hi there, Visionary family, and welcome back to another one with Lady Visionary. Hope you guys are doing absolutely amazing. If you're new to my channel, make sure you go ahead and smash that red subscribe button and become part of this awesome family. We have hit 8,500 plus subscribers, and we've had a lot of new subscribers recently. So I just want to say thank you so much. And before I go any further, I want to say a big happy new year to every single one of you. I know I've been missing in action, but your girl, as I keep saying, I'm behind the scenes working hard, guys. Many of you guys have been keeping up with my community tab, so you know exactly what's been going on with me. You guys know that I've launched the hotel now, and that's been running for about the last, what, 5 months plus. So there's a lot of work that goes into that, trying to make that sustainable, the marketing, trying to, just doing the marketing and trying to gain clients and everything like that. So yeah, for those of you who are new and don't know who I am, I'm Lady Visionary. I relocated from the UK and now I am living we're in Rwanda with my husband and two kids. So many people, when they come to Rwanda, they relocate to Kigali. Kigali is the city of Rwanda, but I have chosen to go more remote, and I'm in the northern province of Rwanda, and I'm in a place called Musanze. So I'm seeing people in the building. Hey, welcome. Please let me know where you are listening in from. I would really appreciate that so much. Yeah, just this is just some this is just a live to give you an update on what's been happening with me, and just to kind of give you guys some exciting news. I'm not on for very long, so please try your best to be interactive. As I said, let me know where you're listening in from, as more and more of us will be joining the chat. Please do try to be interactive in the comment section. It does feel like it has been a long while since I've done a live. I'm not that consistent, as I said, because your girl is behind the scenes working her ass off. So I do apologize. I know I keep saying I don't want to give any promises because things change all the time. And I know I have said in previous videos that I would be giving you guys more content. And I've been trying, but it has been quite challenging with everything else that I am doing. I'm seeing more of you. Hey, welcome. Your girl Lady Visionary in the building. How you all doing? Let me know where you are listening in from. I would so appreciate that. Where are you listening in from? Are you in Rwanda? Are you in the States? Are you in the UK? Whereabouts in the world are you, and what time is it in your zone? What time is it in your zone? Again, see more of you. Thank you, and welcome. I know, as I said, I've had quite a number of new subscribers in the last couple of weeks. So all my newbies, thank you so much. And those of you who've been around for a while, you're like, oh, this Lady Visionary, I've been with her from the beginning of this whole journey of, me being in the UK. Now I'm here in Rwanda. A lot of you guys have been on that journey with me and just have stuck with me. And I just want to say thank you so much. So big news. So I launched the first Black library here in Rwanda, Musanze. And this was 2 days ago. So it's a library that teaches about, teaches about Black history and Black representation, because it matters. We need to learn more about our history. We need more books that are representative of us, that when our children, young people, and adults read books, they can really kind of relate to those books. And I believe that educating this generation is really going to form leaders for the future. So we really have to know our history, so where we're coming from and where we're going. As Bob Marley said in his music, if you know your history, then you know where you're coming from. So yeah, it's highly important for us as the Black community to know our history, know where we're coming from, have books that are representative of us. And you know, when I can just imagine like a young girl or a young boy reading books like with pictures that looks like them, with stories that really represent them, you know, they may feel like, you know, if someone has written this book, if someone is doing this, maybe I too can do it, you know. So it's a start. It's a start. I wasn't even planning on birthing this library this year. Like, it was something that I wanted to do, but it was there, and I was like, okay, I don't really have the capacity to do it now. I was sort of really kind of putting it off, and then finally I was like, you know what? Tomorrow may never come, and this is bigger than me. This library is bigger than me. I want this to be in existence even after, you know, I'm no longer here. So, you know, why not just get started with the little that I have? And then basically I put it out on my community tab that I'll be launching this the first Black library in Rwanda, and you know, started gathering sort of some support. I did put out the GoFundMe. We're still fundraising for those of you who want to support. We're still actually fundraising if you want to support. And if you're watching and you do want to support, we do accept super chats, guys, so you can support. And I will put all the links down below. So I will put the GoFundMe link for the library, and I will also put the PayPal details. So if you want to support, please go ahead, because we do need support. So let me tell you a bit about the library. So we have a physical library and we have a digital library, so that you know, our users can come into the library and pick up actual physical books, but they can also access materials online. You know, I guess that's the way the world is going right now, digital, internet, and so on. So the library has internet access. So, you know, we have a computer lab where our users can go online and basically read books. Students as well, if they're studying and things like that, then they can come and access our library as well. There's nothing like that in Rwanda, nothing like that here in Musanze. And why I chose Musanze, because I feel like Kigali is quite saturated. There's quite a lot happening there, but in Musanze, you know, although the city is growing and you know, infrastructure is coming, and you know, ideas and so on and so forth, I really believe that the library will do well here. And even before I started the library, I started to go around and speak to the community about my project idea about the library. And from the feedback I was getting, you know, it would be well received. It's something that they really, really wanted. And so, you know, that kind of gave me the drive and motivation to really kind of pull it together. And as I said, I didn't have all the resources, but I said to myself, well, let's just start with what I have. Let's see what support I can mobilize. And talking about support, I just want to say a big thank you to, oh my God, I want to say a big thank you to Marcia in the States. She is running a cookie sale, and I have actually put that out on my website, sorry, on my community tab. So she is baking fresh, delicious cookies, and she's selling them for $2 a piece. And the money that she raises is going directly towards developing the library and sourcing the library, which is amazing, helping us to buy books, again, laptops, helped us to refurbish the space and make it, you know, more comfortable and more of a library setting. But again, yeah, so not just Marcia, but also when we had the launch recently, Sharon, which I met, she watched my channel, but I met her here in Rwanda. She came out and supported. So I just want to say a big thank you again to my husband, who helped me pull everything together, you know, helping me with all the workmen and coordinating them to paint, and you know, all the furniture that we had to kind of design and put in the library and so on and so forth. So it hasn't been like straightforward, guys, but at least I'm seeing more of you guys here. At least I have started. Your girl has launched the first Black library right here in the heart of Africa, in Rwanda, and I'm really excited about that. You know, I'm really excited that I didn't allow I guess the negative thoughts, I guess my thoughts were like, oh, you know, where am I going to find the building? How much is it going to cost? You know, getting all the books to Rwanda is going to be expensive. You know, all of those thoughts that were kind of like, I guess, would act as a hindrance to me starting. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to get started. I'm just going to put it out there. Whoever wants to support will support, but this has to happen, right? And after the launch, I did tweet about it, and it kind of went a little bit viral. Like the tweet, you know, it reached about 16,000 plus people. So, and Rwandans themselves are receiving it well and are very excited about that. And yeah, guys, I'm really super excited. And I want to say, for those of you guys who are thinking about coming to Rwanda, when you're in Rwanda, yes, you'll visit Kigali, but try your best to come up to the north. Try your best to venture outside of Kigali and come and see me in the north. Come and see the library that we have created for the community, you know, and for the diaspora who, you know, if you want to learn more about African history, you want to borrow books and things like that. And also if you want to sponsor a child or a young person with membership, because we do charge a membership just to kind of keep things going. It is only about $38, but it's like 40 Rwandan francs, but I think that's about what, $38. So if you want to sponsor a child, a vulnerable child, you can sponsor a child with regards to membership to our library. I'm seeing you guys in the building. I do want you to be interactive. If you have any questions, go ahead and let me know. Again, let me know where you're listening in from. I'd really appreciate that. Where are you listening in from? How many of you got in the building? Where are you listening in from? Because, you know, if I'm just talking to myself, that's a bit boring, guys. So let me know where you're listening from. Have you visited Rwanda? Are you planning on visiting Rwanda? Are you currently in Rwanda? Have you relocated to Rwanda? Let me know what is the dealio. But again, a big thank you to Donna as well, who also donated books. A big thank you to Wandi, who is, I guess, the founder of the Black Baby Books Project. And she donated some books to the library as well, Black Baby Books to the library that we were able to put on our shelves. And if you haven't seen the photos of the launch, then you can check it out on Twitter. My name there is Lady Visionary. And you can also check it out on my community tab, just to find out what I've been up to. And yeah, I'm just really excited. I'm just really excited that things are coming together. And yeah, things are really coming together. Things are really coming together. But I must say, guys, I'm not gonna lie, because I was speaking to this about another diaspora, and I was just like, you know, your girl needs more support. Like I could do with a bit more support with regards to the library. We do need more books. So if you're coming to Rwanda, can you bring us some African history books, whether that's for children, teenagers, adults? We would really appreciate it. Even if it's a handful of books. We have a computer lab. We've recently had a donation, so we're buying a laptop for the computer lab. We need more laptops, right? We need more laptops. If you're coming and, you know, you have a used laptop, but it's still functional, again, we would really appreciate that support. Yeah, would really, really appreciate that support. So we need more books. And we need a couple more laptops. At the moment, we only have one laptop for our computer lab. So would really appreciate that support. Who do we have in the building? Are we having more of you? We have Abube Africa Media. Hi, Lady Visionary. Good job. Watching from Bogosera. Ah, yes. I think you emailed me and told me that you're living in Bogosera. Hey, how is Bogosera? Like, I haven't been to Bogosera in quite a while, actually. How is Bogosera? How is Bogosera treating you? I'm not sure. I know like the progress of the airport is coming along. So that's Bogosera International Airport. For those of you guys who don't know, Rwanda is building a world-class airport. You know, you have Kigali International Airport, but now they're building a more state-of-the-art airport in Bogosera. So I'm really excited about that. And I really can't wait to see it finished, because there has been, I know, some delays and renegotiation of contracts. So that has delayed things a bit, but from what I can see, things are looking pretty good. I've seen that they've really built up the roads, and Rwanda really works. That's what I really love about Rwanda. And I'm going to come on to something exciting, which I did put out on my community tab again recently. But yeah, as I said, Rwanda really works. I wonder, yeah. So guys, so we need, as I said, we need books. We need books that are representative of African history, or the Black community. Again, written by Black authors and things like that. So these are the type of books that we will have in the library, or we have in the library. That already, when we had the opening and the children came in, they were just so excited. The parents were excited, the adults were excited, and I was equally excited. So I will share more photos of the book launch on my community tab. So do make sure you turn on the post notification bell, so you can be alerted every time I post, which it's not very often, but so yeah, I can't it's just a dream. What I'm doing, I'm living out my purpose of yes, legacy building, but also making a difference here on the continent, which is something that I have been wanting to do for a long time. So it's just amazing to be in this position where I'm able to make an impact on this scale. And talking about impact, I'm seeing more of you guys. Hey, talking about impact, guys. You guys need to stay tuned for this one, because I'm giving you an update of like what's been going on with me, what I've been doing in Rwanda. I really feel like yes, people are coming and you want to retire, you want to live in Africa and so on. And there's this big movement around relocating and moving from the West and so on, making a contribution. But you really need to be serious about like what you want to do on the continent. You really need to be serious about the fact that, us coming here, the diaspora coming here, we need to, pull ourselves together and really make a change. Come identify some of the challenges, and then instead of complaining, because there are a lot of challenges, but there also are a lot of goodness with regards to being here. But really just think about, okay, I'm coming to Africa, wherever it may be. What are the challenges? What am I seeing on the ground? And how can I make a positive contribution? Because, the world is full of negativity, and, day in, day out, we complain and we complain and we complain, but complaining doesn't bring about solutions. So, for every complaint, there's a solution. So what business model or what project could you create that could make a positive contribution to the motherland? Because that's what is needed in order for the continent to progress. And we only live once. It is inevitable that we will leave this earth, but what will you leave behind? What will be your contribution to the motherland? And I think that's something that's quite important for each and every one of us to really, really, sit down, reflect, and really think about. Again, seeing more of you, thank you so much. Yes, it's an amazing place, and I hope to try to reach and visit to see your projects you are doing. Great, thank you so much. So you're absolutely welcome. The library is downtown in Musanze, but you can obviously reach out to me by email, and then I'll give you the directions of how to get to the library. Like, I'm so excited that again, myself, along with the help from my husband, a couple of diasporans, we've been able to pull this together. People who really believe in me. I've also had a number of you guys reach out to me saying, how my work is inspirational and just encouraging me to keep on going, which is amazing, because I do have days when I'm like, my God, I do feel overworked, I do feel tired. But when I get your messages of support, of encouragement, it really, really does go a long way. And I would love to see more of the diaspora, more of us coming together to make a difference. I would love to have, again, more support with regards to this particular project, the first Black library right here in Rwanda, right here in the heart of Musanze. I'd love to have more of us come together. As I said, we need more physical books, right? Although we have books online, or our users can go online and browse the internet and read books and access different materials with regards to Black history, or books written by Black authors, we still need more books. We also need more furnitures. We need laptops for our computer lab. So if you're out there and if you want to support, you can reach me by email. I would really appreciate that. Again, when I'm live, you can super chat. For example, for this live, any super chat that comes in goes directly to the library, 100%, right? And what you would know about me if you've been watching me long enough, like, the things that I say happen. Like, sometimes I'm even working behind the scenes and then I drop my project and you guys are like, Lady Visionary, what? Another project? Yes. My brain is always going. My brain is always like, okay, what can I do to make a contribution, to make a positive impact? I'm just always, my brain is always ticking, guys, always ticking. I know sometimes I have to rein myself in. Sorry about the lighting, guys. I know I have to sometimes rein myself in and just like not do too much, because obviously I can get burnt out, and I have been burnt out in Rwanda before, and during the time of COVID. But yeah, I had a COVID test and everything. It wasn't COVID. I just concluded, yeah, I was just really tired and I just had to rest, which was very helpful. Like, resting a couple of days really helped me, but also I had to kind of sit down and reflect and be like, okay, I know you want to do all these amazing things and, there's so much to do, but you can't do it all. That's why I need some of you guys to come to the motherland. Those of you who are serious, and you have something that you can contribute, because I do recognize that Africa is not for everyone, and also that you can make a contribution from where you are in the world, and not everybody is actually at that stage yet, where they can move to the motherland, because there's certain things that need to be in place and all of that stuff. So I recognize that 100%. And again, you may see people move into the continent, and it may look easy, but trust me, it's not. It's not that easy to pick your stuff up and just move to a completely new country where there are barriers, for example, the language barriers, difference in culture, understanding, and so on and so forth. It takes a particular type of persons or particular types of people to say, you know what, I'm going to pick up my belongings and I'm going to leave the West, leave the Americas, and hey, I've landed in Africa, right? Things are a lot different on the ground. And even as there's so many different YouTubers portraying different things or giving so much information, which is it's really great, it's phenomenal, but the videos don't show you the true, I guess, the fullness and the true realities of the way that you can navigate the space. So that's why I say, people, if you're coming to Africa, please don't just come for 1 week, please don't come for 2 weeks. Try your best to give yourself at least 3 months, right? 3 months, if you can. 3 months to really get a feel and seeing whether that would be the country that you would want to relocate your family, because it is a big decision. And if you're not ready for that, and you realize when you get here and you've already packed containers and all of that stuff, and then you realize actually, then it can be it can trigger even depression. So just be mindful of that, be careful of that. I'm giving you guys a heads up. So I see more of you guys watching, but you guys are not being interactive. So I'm just like, are you guys what's going on? Let me know where you're listening in from. I'd really appreciate that. If you have any questions, throw them at me in the comment section. How long have I been on now? Okay, so I've been on about 25 minutes. So yeah, I'll give you guys another 10 minutes of me It seems like you guys may be, not so interested in questions and things like that. So yeah, so I did tell you guys that recently I was but I don't know where to start with this, guys. I really don't know where to start with this. I've decided, so a lot of you guys know that I've opened a hotel in the northern region of Rwanda. It's pretty remote, in an area called Burera. It's quite remote, lacks infrastructure, but I wanted to, for me, I want to invest, or I want to make a contribution in those very kind of remote areas. So this place is absolutely beautiful. If you've seen my promo video of the hotel and you've seen my other videos where I've showcased the area, you will know that this area is absolutely stunning, but it lacks infrastructure, and it lacks, I guess, people who can really develop businesses and things like that in these areas that can also make a positive impact on, the local community who are of low socioeconomic statuses. So anyway, that's where I chose to make a contribution, providing jobs, because the local people were helping me to put the hotel together, and that's been really great. But at the same time, I wanted to make a larger impact. My hotel, the road getting to the hotel is unpaved, is quite bumpy. Again, being so remote, we don't have electricity. We completely rely on solar energy, so solar power, which yes, we're in Africa, but it can be consistent, because obviously you have the rainy season. In the rainy season, it can be quite challenging, and for my village, actually, I'm the only one that has light. I'm the only one that has light, and so when it gets dark, you'll see that my hotel is lit up, and then around me, my village is just black. It's just black. It's just black. It's black. And one of the other things that's a challenge is that I'm surrounded by the lake, and the local people don't have access to clean, drinkable water. They usually go and get their water from the lake to cook, to bathe, to wash their dishes, to drink as well. And the water is not safe to drink, and so that can cause a lot of health issues within the community. So looking at this now, I was just like, you know what? I was kind of tossing and turning in my bed one day, and then this was one day in December before Christmas, maybe the week before Christmas. Tossing and turning, I had a massive headache, because I was like, I'm here in Rwanda. Yes, I'm making a contribution, but I would love to make a larger contribution. Like, I'd love to make a larger contribution, but like just one person with my little channel of 8,500 plus subscribers. Although I appreciate every single one of you guys, right? And I do not take that for granted. But I was just like, I need to be able to make an impact on a larger scale. Like, what do I do? Like, what do I do? So I went to bed with a massive headache, drank some water. That didn't help. Just thinking, tossing and turning, thinking, tossing and turning. And then the next morning I woke up and I was like, I'm going to tweet. I'm going to tweet about, the lack of infrastructure in this particular area. I'm going to tweet the Claire Akamanzi, who is the CEO at RDB. That's the Rwanda Development Board. They're in charge of development and so on for the country. And I'm also going to tweet the government. And that's exactly what I did. And I think a day or two later, somebody else commented on my tweet, and the tweet went a little bit viral, right? The tweet went a little bit viral, and then I think 2 or 3 days after that, I was called into a meeting with Claire Akamanzi and some other government officials, and Claire Akamanzi kicked off the meeting, and she was just like, what are the challenges? And I told her, well, the road, you know, the road is unpaved, and you know, it's quite bumpy and it's quite challenging. I myself have, you know, fallen off my scooter on that road because it's so bumpy. And also, you know, the impact that, you know, building that road would have on local people and businesses and things like that. So I spoke about the road being terrible. I spoke about the fact that, you know, my village doesn't have electricity, and also I spoke about the fact that my village doesn't have, you know, um, access to clean drinkable water in their homes. And with the government officials, it was just a massive meeting. It just felt surreal, you know, that, you know, Claire Akamanzi had invited me into this meeting with other government officials that are responsible for development in Rwanda, and my voice mattered. They wanted to listen to me, and they wanted to you know, act upon that and make a difference. I was just like pinching myself, like, is this really happening? Like, what? This is actually real. But it was real. I wasn't dreaming. And so it was really interesting as I was in the meeting with the government officials, and you know, they were allocating budgets to now fix the road that I'd been complaining about. You know, then they are now bringing electricity to my village. Like, you know, oh my God, guys, I can't believe it. So within, like, they've been on the ground already to do the assessment for the electricity. They've mapped it all out, and by April, you know, my village will have electricity. So this is very, very exciting time for us. Very, very exciting time. Also, WASAC has been on ground to help us to, like, just do the assessment and see how we could how they can help us to pipe up the spring water, because they are working on a bigger project with regards to water and even electricity. You know, Rwanda wants to be able to you know, to provide electricity for everyone, even in the remote settings. But I just felt that there was a bit of a delay, and I guess my tweet actually spurred on and pushed things to, you know, move a little bit quicker. So yeah, as like by April, you know, that's the deadline that they've set and given us, that by April, my village, Buhembe village, will have electricity. Like, it's going to be transformational, like, in terms of, you know, people being able to operate businesses, and you know, it's going to be just transformational. So I'm really, really excited. They're supposed to start the road again, like, in the next 2 weeks, and we're still working to have clarity from WASAC to help us to pipe the spring water. And those of you guys who have been watching my channel know that you know, I have been working and trying to fundraise to do this water project. So you know, it's just really amazing, really, really amazing. I just feel like over the moon that, you know, Rwanda is listening to my voice. Rwanda is listening to us. Rwanda actually works, as in, like, you know, they recognize where, you know, things are going wrong and they need to correct it, or they need to move faster. So I'm really, really grateful to Rwanda for, yeah, just reaching out to me after that tweet, and hearing my voice, and actually acting upon that and putting certain things into action, and then putting deadlines to those tasks that need to be completed. So it's my God, this is but a dream. And so, you know, when I talked about impact, this is the type of impact that I want to be making, because as I said, like, all of these things, infrastructure in terms of road, water, electricity, is going to be transformational for villages. So guys, I just I know I don't want to say I can't believe it, because I can, because, you know, like, I've seen how Rwanda has transformed over the years. I can see how Rwanda is very goal focused. I can see how Rwanda is very driven. I can see how, like, you know, things have just you know, things are progressing in Rwanda, and people's lives are changing. I know that, yes, there's still so much work that needs to be done, and you know, one person cannot do everything. So, you know, us, the diaspora, we need to think about coming and thinking about, right, you know, these are some of the challenges, yep, here in Rwanda, but okay, how can I be a part of that? You know, how can I be a part of the development of Rwanda? And I believe that Rwanda has, you know, Rwanda has space for you to come in and make your contribution. And I am a working example. I'm an example of, you know, Rwanda listening to me and acting upon some of my concerns and addressing my concerns, which was, you know, initially I was very nervous about putting out that tweet, but I was like, you know what, you know, this is part of the journey. This is why you came to Africa, because, you know, you want to make a difference. You want to make an impact. You want to be a part of change. You want to be a part of the ongoing development that's happening here in Rwanda. So, you know, I plucked up the courage and sent out the tweet. And yeah, I was invited down to the Rwandan Development Board by the CEO herself, Claire Akamanzi, and we had a phenomenal time. She's really, she's a boss lady, by the way. I really like her, really inspired by her. Love the way she does her stuff. She's just also really cool, really chilled, but a boss. So I really love that about her. But yeah, it also allowed me to connect with other government officials and just what's happening in the country. Yeah, I know also there was some rumor, guys. There was some rumor, guys. Listen, someone said was like, oh, like they heard that I got some money from the government. Got some money from the guys. The government of Rwanda has not even given me $1. So wherever that rumor came from, it just needs to go back where it came from, because that is not true. I have not received any money from the government. And if I did receive any money from the government, I would make that known. I would inform my supporters, like, look, and you guys will see it in my videos, because if I received money from the government, it will be probably to do something, because yeah, whether it's to build a hospital or a school. So I'm gonna vocalize that. I'm gonna put it out my channel on blast. I want the world to know that, look, I've got money, or I'm in partnership with this, and we're building a school, because Rwanda needs schools, Rwanda needs hospitals. Like those are all part of my vision. So I would not keep that quiet, guys. And also, I don't get paid to promote Rwanda. I feel like there's so much negativity in the world. There's so much negative stuff that have been said about Africa. You know, Al Jazeera News, the BBC. It's like, you know, there's so much negativity out there. So I want to, you know, be a part of something positive. You know, I'm not saying I'm not saying Rwanda is perfect and this and that. And then again, tell me which country in the world is perfect, please. Tell me which person in the world is perfect. No one is perfect. You know, we're all striving to be a better version of ourselves every day, right? So, you know, I'm in my space where I just want to, you know, be in that lane of positivity and making a positive contribution wherever I can, you know, building a legacy, because, you know, Black people across the world, we don't have much assets. We don't have anything. So it's about changing our mindsets, you know, changing our mindset, changing the way that we spend, accumulating assets, you know, where we how we spend our money. You know, a lot of us do a lot of wasteful spending that could be channeled to build legacy, right? That could be channeled to build legacy. And that's what I'm doing. And people look at that and they're like, oh, you know, Lady Visionary, they have something to say, but I don't even, I'm focused on that. I'm focused on legacy building. I'm focused on, you know, making a difference where I am. You know, I'm focused on leading by example. Like my sons, I have two boys. My son just turned 5 and my other son is 3. They're looking at us. They're looking at mommy and daddy. You know, we are the ones they're looking up to, you know. And I don't know what, I just pray that obviously there'll be great people in the future, but, you know, they'll always look at our examples and what we've been teaching them. And I want to teach them about legacy building. I want to teach them about making a difference, making a change, helping other people, you know, and making sure they be the best versions of themselves, you know. That's what I'm focused on. I'm focused on positivity. I'm focused on making a difference here in Rwanda. And this is something I've wanted to do for a very, very long time, a vision of mine. This is my purpose. And there is no greater feeling than living your life on purpose, living your purpose. And I find my purpose right here in Rwanda, right here in the heart of Rwanda. And I'm feeling fulfilled. I'm really feeling fulfilled. I'm really feeling inspired. I'm really feeling blown away. I'm really just I'm really feeling just great to be a part of Rwanda and their development. You know, people may have even questions about like what's going on with DRC and Rwanda. And, that saddens me because these are colonial divisions that are still existing today to really show you the depth of how colonialism have really impacted our people and their minds, that even today we cannot come together. So, yes, we're seeing a change with regards to people coming together, but really we are suffering still from that colonial era that still remains and entangles our brain, that we are still fighting against each other when we should really be coming together and building. We're still killing each other because maybe one is from another tribe or the other one is from another tribe, the other one looks differently, the other one looks differently, this, that. But that was all a system that was put in place to divide us. And so many years on, look at where we still are now. Look, and it saddens me, guys. It really, really saddens me. It is heartbreaking. We're seeing this like across the world, even within our Black diaspora community. There needs to be more unity amongst us. It just really seems like a dog eat dog world, which is so, so unfortunate. But Rwanda has a duty to protect the country because they have worked so hard to build this country from post-genocide, and even that, how that came about was by um, psychological brainwash. People started killing each other, people, killing groups of people. I mean, it's just really, really crazy. We need to move from that now. We need to think about togetherness. We need to think about building. We need to think about leading by example. Um, is it Bob Marley who said, emancipate yourselves from mental slavery? Nothing but ourselves can free our minds. Really think about that, really ponder on that, because a lot of the way that we think is not our own thinking. It's that's what's been planted in our brains, and then we're acting that out on our own people. Even when you think about the country where I'm coming from, Jamaica, a beautiful, beautiful country. The water's beautiful, our sandy beaches, the sun, our coconuts, blah, blah. But you have inter-community violence, gun crimes. People are killing each other. For what? For what? It doesn't even make sense. That's why I said the world is full of so much, I'd say, evil. Just so much evil and disunity that my energy, I want to focus my energy on positivity, building legacy, showing my children that example that they can be great people regardless of the color of their skin. I want to show the world that you can be great people regardless of the color of your skin. You don't have to be in the West to make it. You don't have to be in the Americas to make it. Many of you guys in the diaspora have skills, have knowledge, you're excellent in many different areas that you can come and make a contribution to Africa, because Africa needs us. Africa needs our contribution. Don't be out there complaining. Don't be on the continent complaining. You're going to be complaining for the rest of your life until what? You hit the grave? What difference can you make now? And never think that your contribution is too small. No contribution is too small. Every tiny drop of water makes an ocean. So guys, thank you so much. I know that I've been saying that I won't be on here for very long. Again, if you have any questions, let me see who we have in the building here right now. We have, okay, all right, okay, I'm seeing a lot of, oh, we have ATM Tim in the building. Morning, Lady Visionary, morning to you as well. How are you? It's actually afternoon in Rwanda, but hey, hey, hey. Nugas is in the building. Hey, you have more balls and run in. Ah, okay. Oh, I'm seeing all the comments. I'm like, okay, I should have been reading your comments as I go along. You guys. Okay. Yeah, we have to do better. We have to do better. We have to do better. You guys are saying amen, sis. You beautiful. Thank you so much. But yeah, we have to come together. We have to make a difference. We have to stop complaining, right? We have to stop complaining. The negativity, the disunity, everything like that. It's just, it has to stop. For me, I don't have any energy for negativity, for negative people, for people who are just going to be in the way and hinder me. Like, I had diasporans who were saying to me, oh, Lady Visionary, oh, you shouldn't do this. Like, oh, maybe you should stop your projects. Maybe you should not do this. If I had listened to those people, I wouldn't have been where I am right now. I wouldn't have opened my company in Rwanda, my hotel. I now own a hotel, with my husband, obviously, that I will pass on to my children and their children. I have something. Um, Recently, was it on Friday? Yeah, Friday, I launched the first Black library right here in Rwanda. I started with the little that I have. I was able to mobilize a bit of support, and people from the diaspora even today are just supporting with just the little that they have. They're supporting the little that they can do. They're supporting, and I'm able to use that to continue to just build and build on the library. Provided obviously we need more books, we need more computers, but I'm not worried about that anymore. I was worried about that because when I was like starting up and I wasn't really, getting much support, I was like, oh my God, like, how am I going to do this? But things have just been falling into place because this is supposed to happen. This is supposed to happen. It's been well received by the Rwandan people, well received by the community. And I know that I've done the right thing. And I want to continue to grow this project. Can we, diasporans, can we build school, please? Can we build a school in Musanze? Let's challenge ourselves, because Musanze needs more schools. Musanze needs more schools. It's lacking schools, right? Can we build a hospital? Can we build a rehab clinic? You know, these are things that I believe that the diaspora, we can do. We shouldn't be struggling, because as a collective, we can do this. It's just about changing our mindsets. Love from Eritrea. May God bless Rwanda. Yeah. So I'm going to leave the floor open for one question. And yeah, if any of you guys have any questions, then let me know. Otherwise, I will be rounding up. I just wanted to come and give you guys an update. I'm still here in Rwanda, not going anywhere. I continue to build, I continue to inspire, and I continue to make a positive contribution. So yeah, I have time for one question. Sorry, I'm just looking at the comments. If anybody has any question, then throw your question at me, and I'll be more than happy to answer your question. Or if you have more than one question, I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. So yes, I'll be rounding up shortly, guys. So if you have any questions, do let me know. And I just want to say thank you, a big thank you for those of you guys who are watching, and those of you guys who'll be watching the replay. I will leave a link down below in the description bar, so you guys can go ahead and check out the GoFundMe page for the library if you want to support. However big or small you can. Again, I will leave the PayPal details down below in the description. And for those of you guys who are thinking about relocating to Rwanda, and you have various questions, I do offer consultations to anybody who may be interested to relocate and do business in Rwanda. You may have a lot of questions, a lot of unanswered questions, and the consultation basically allows you to get all your questions answered. And usually that consultation is via Zoom for about an hour, but I'm very flexible depending on your needs. So again, I will leave the details of how you can contact me via email in order to book your consultation. So I'm not seeing any questions, so I'm just going to say thank you again so much. Don't forget to smash the like button. Those of you guys who are watching the replay as well, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. And guys, I'll see you again in the next one. So take care and have a good day wherever you are. Take care, guys. Bye.